So I wanted to talk about, excuse me, a few things, and then I'm going to pull some cards for the individual feminine twin flame, and then masculine twin flame, one card, one tarot card, and one oracle card for each. So, and I'll share the ones that I got for myself last night. So I've been doing a lot of like manifesting, visionary work, envisioning, just, okay, so anyway, I'm doing the meditative envisioning work and part of manifesting, and I pictured, I won't get into all the details of it, but what it was like a project, okay, like around the house type of a thing. And I was imagining burning, like there's burn tools that you can use, different, like if you go to the fair, like they have like the westerny type booth that has like, they burn your last name or whatever into a big piece of walnut, nice, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so they have like all kinds of burning tools. Okay, so I was imagining myself doing that, having one of these burning tools in my hand, making these Ankh shapes on this railing, but facing outward, as in the round part was like towards me, okay, and then the cross part or whatever, the Venus, okay, the cross of Tehran, whatever, facing outward. Okay, so excuse me. And then two things, so okay, and then all this stuff about Ankara came up today. Ankara, Turkey, okay? That's why I'm doing this video, because all these things were coming in, and then I was watching brothers and sisters out here with all these confirmation. Okay, I gotta share. So I was channeling Ankh, okay? And Ankara, Turkey is Turkey. Ankara, Turkey. And somebody was just talking about Turkey. Oh gosh, that's so funny. And it had nothing to do with, he probably made the video before that was even came out today. But like turkey, like the food, the animal, okay, eating turkey, because he was talking about veganism and stuff. So the Ankhs came up a couple times. I'm like, yeah, Ankh, okay, so I'm getting Ankh, and then, well, maybe not a couple times, but the same stream, maybe intermittently. I can't remember if it was one continuous stream, but so then I was getting Franktown Church popped into my head. I'm like, yeah, like Frankenstein, Franktown, Frank, Ankh, Frank, and so the FR, the Ferris, the iron rich, okay, the magnetic feminine, okay, and then Ankh. So Frank, which is interesting. My first love, Amos, but that he went by Frank, okay, Frankie, Frank. So, and then Franktown Church that's online, well, it's an actual church, but they have videos of their sessions online on YouTube. And it's a Seventh-day Adventist. And so, yeah, they do really good sermons, but so all this, okay, so Frankenstein, Frank, Ankh, a lot of Ankh kept coming and came like, Ankh, all right, Ankh, honk, there was something else. Was it Tank, Tonk? There was something, oh, maybe it'll come to me, angels, please help me. But so this Ankh energy of, well, okay, it represents the masculine and the feminine coming together, and how that births a new Okay, you have the feminine goes east-west, and the masculine is the singularity, up-down, north-south, the electric. Okay, she's the magnetic, she's the U, she's the 2, so she's this way, okay? And then from that cross, okay, just like what represents Venus, you get that O. So you have birth, O, originate, orifeme, orate, ovulate. The O is birth. So the masculine and feminine, cross of Tehran, oh, if I can do a cross, the cross of Tehran, okay, feminine, masculine, and together they make a fire. See, 2 sticks. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's like, so then you have the O, right? So masculine and feminine coming together in perfect balance, not at an angle or, okay, she's straight and he's, okay, boom, it's got to be perfect. And then you have birth, creation. And Venus has been in the sky so super bright. Okay, so this Ankh basically is the same thing as the symbol for Venus. And the Empress card, oh my gosh, it kept coming out. Like, I was throwing cards a few times for myself and it kept coming out. So Empress, yes. And so, what else was I getting? There was, law. So I was watching a plaintruth.net or .info, whatever it is. But anyway, he lives where I was born and raised, and my father and my grandfather. Anyway, so Santa Rosa, California. Okay, so I watch a lot of his videos, and I'm subbed to him. But he was talking about something about law and claiming our sovereignty or something, and something clicked, and I said, yeah, it's like, who give me the one who created, let's trace it all the way back to who's making the laws down here? Okay, man, right? So man creates a law to govern himself, therefore the law that man creates becomes more powerful than the one who created it. That doesn't make any sense. It's like we need to be attached, which is fine. And it's good that, yeah, we should be tethered to God in spirit. Okay, yeah, I'm wearing my nightie. We're comfy over here on a Saturday. I tried to keep my sleeve pulled up, but it's whatever. It came down and, okay, full disclosure. I got a couple cute tops in that bag though, yeah, but I'm wearing my nightgown, my lawns of Salzburg. What can I say? It's my Hungarian nature. I need my flannel nightie to feel comfy. Yeah, because it's just like white blanket out there, and I'm like, well, we're not going outside, so I'm going to be as comfortable as possible in here. And so this thing about needing to be shackled, tethered, okay, yeah, it's natural. See, but the dark ones who want to control you and stuff, they take a truth, and because it resonates with you, that's why you follow suit, because there is a level of resonation, a level of truth to it, but they use that to manipulate you, okay? So, yeah, we do want to be tethered. We do want to be not controlled, but anchored. I'm glad I'm anchored to God. I wouldn't want to be down here with it. It's like being like scuba diving and you don't have your tube, you're breathing, whatever, but it ain't even connected to the tank. I'm like, good luck with that dive. So it is in our nature to want to be anchored in spirit somewhere else outside of here. Thank God we are. Right? Oh my God, thank God there's a life raft. So and Jesus brings that through the water, because the memory in the water, and we'll get to that. But then they use this as like, so now we have this Stockholm syndrome where we need to be controlled, we need to be told what to do, since we're awakening, we're starting to remember our power and our connection to God. We don't need all these rules and manipulation systems of control. Okay, and it's like, well, yeah, you do, because look, then people will just kill themselves. Okay, well, so we build more prisons, and guess what? Does it lower crime? See, it doesn't. Just see if things match up. They don't match up. We kill. we keep building more prisons, but yet crime keeps going up. We keep doing what, but yet crime keeps going up. So how are we? Okay, it doesn't match up. So crime and punishment, there is no what do they call it? Rehabilitation. Okay, it's set up for you to not be rehabilitated, if I can get that word out. So we keep implementing more and more laws, yet the crime rates things just keep getting worse and worse and worse. We keep coming up with new, better medicines, but yet people are getting sicker and sicker and sicker. See how things is just not that. Okay, so, and then one more thing about, and I can go on and on about these. I just want to make quick little blips and then I get these 3 points out, not tangify too much on them. So what I was getting was another thing of mind control, before they even were doing like the chemtrails and all that. And I believe parasites, yes, they developed these in God, I don't think God created, I don't feel, okay, that God created mosquitoes and all the bloodsuckers, okay? God didn't create us to even eat meat, and I don't know, okay? That's what I believe. We're not supposed to be down here eating each other. When he gave us fields of fruits and nuts and berries and vegetables and all kinds of herbs, and okay, so all these parasites, okay, created by you want to call it the dark cabal, whatever label you want to give it. I like saying the Dr. Mengelas of the world, you know. Sounds more elite, high class, you know, flying high style, you know, flying with style, you know, traveling in style, whatever. So one of the things that they know, okay, water holds memory. So if they can get, and we're all of water down here, okay? Mammals, memory, that's why mem in Hebrew, the letter, okay, and it means water. Memory, or, okay, because that's where we originate from, the information that's contained within the water. The light, the angles of light in the water. Okay, so masculine, feminine, and birth. Okay, so the waters is activated, holds all the memory of everything. So memory, mammals. So they know this water contains this information, the memory of everything. So if they can get something that contains water to get inside of your water and communicate with your water, influence your water in some way. So these parasites like worms or all different kinds of parasites, okay? Not even just Morgellons and not the techno parasites, the techie parasites. I'm just saying, like, even the ones that we think are normal, naturally occurring, no, those were even created that same kind of way, okay? And so these parasites, they're not only feeding off, like, whatever you're eating, drinking, that's why it's very important to fast and cleanse and, okay, alkalize and all these, and different things too, and really be really acidic and go back and forth because acid kills certain bacteria. And then, okay, so you trick your body, hot and cold, metabolism, acid, alkaline. So, so what happens is that it's not only influencing you by siphoning your energy, just physically, your caloric intake and okay and whatnot, but through the memory that they have, I believe they can select the memory, select the water, just like they're creating this parasite. They can create, they're not necessarily creating the water, but they extract certain water, certain memories from the waters, okay, the salt, the sweet, they're extracting certain memories from the waters, the mem, which means water or waters, and creating this parasite to infect you with that memory contained in that water that makes up that vessel, that parasite, if you will. So your body has certain water that has a memory of God and your past lives and all these things. Okay, so I don't know if it's necessarily the blood, because God was giving me secretion, serum, all the seers, seraphim, the separation, the say, the ser, to be. So I think it's the serum, possibly, because the blood solid platelets, excuse me, when they centrifuge and they separate the two, they have the blood solid, like platelet blood cells, okay? And then they have the serum, okay, the liquid that it travels through. And that, I believe, is the thing that holds the memory, okay? I don't know if the blood cell itself, the mitochondria, because the fire is in the blood cell, but there's the water in the serum, okay? So there's that. And then, yeah, and one more thing related to the parasite thing, what I think is happening with these waves coming in, I was getting kind of like a Tetris thing associated with the parasites. I'm like, well, what is that? It's like killing off, and then it's kind of like all this radiation is kind of like chemotherapy for the whole planet. Okay, and there's certain parasites, they're all low vibrating, all parasites, okay, but there's certain ones that are a little bit higher than the others. So as these waves are coming in, it's like knocking out a whole bottom level of Tetris, and then boom, okay, and as we're doing that, we're emptying out and purifying. And so, and then our cells restore, okay, so we're gonna have like skin damage, hair fallout, we're gonna have fallout, okay. Yeah, and so then it gets restored, okay, to a certain level, and then boom, we get hit with another wave, and that blasts out the next higher level of low level stuff. If you're following me, I hope you're following me. I think I'm following. It's my higher self. I'm like, I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to understand what it's trying to tell me. Well, okay, just avatar down here. And yeah, so I think that's how we're like clearing out as these like solar plasmic waves, because I was asking God this months ago, and like, how are we going to get more gallons off this planet, let alone like all the molds and everything else in this chemtrails? Oh God, how are we going to do it, God? And I got pulse, okay? So not only are the dark side, they're using pulse for their, okay, but God is using his pulse too, like a wave more, I guess, is, you know, because it's more, but that's how a pulse travels. If you think of a pulse, like a heartbeat, bloop, and it goes, ripples. So a bloop, a pebble in a pond, if you look at it from the top, it'd be those concentric circles rippling outward. Just like if you take a rope or a hose and you go, boom, one heartbeat, boom, and that wave travels down that whole hose, you know what I'm saying? So it's, a pulse is a wave. And so, yeah. Okay, so, done with the technical stuff. I want to pull a couple cards. Let me plug in just to, and I hope the sound doesn't, because the fan is on. I let the computer rest, charge up, turned it off, but, you know, sometimes, you know, everything's divine, so if the sound gets off track, then it's all meant to be, perhaps. So, let's, I want to share the card. Okay, so what I was thinking, I'm like, I just need to breathe. So I was shuffling, like, okay, let's focus. What do I really want? I'm like, I just want to breathe. And then all these chunks, like a couple chunks, so I'm grabbing the chunks. I'm like, oh, okay, looking up the cards because it's a new deck. And the last card, and it's by itself, look down, and I'm like, oh, this has got to be the one, right? And then what does it say? I didn't even look through this deck to see what cards were even in here. Breathe. Number 22, Master Builder. And the thing that I've been setting intentions for and manifesting and picturing, and the thing I was talking about with the with the burning tools with the Ankh. Okay. Oh, so I took that one, so I'm like, okay, so I'm like, let me, because so many chunks fell out, I'm like, let me get one more, and what I got was Reawaken. Just that one by itself. Number 7. So that's what I'm saying, like, it's not awakening, it's reawakening. Every time we've come here, I don't know if we come back instantly every time, or how it's planned, or just during big times of changeovers, or however, like when you're changing over a crew and you get the changeover team to like train the new. I don't know how we do it as light workers, starseeds, twin flame, blah, blah. All the different rays, Bodhisattva. Okay, go down the list that way. So, oh wait, Yahweh. Oh, that's the other thing. Okay, that reminded me. So, this was before I did all the zodiac reading. So, I think it was maybe the night I had only had half of them done, or one of, so I didn't want to. Anyway, so I'm getting to it now, but there was, it was like midnight maybe, not too late, not too crazy, but like you could tell it was like Friday or Saturday, and there it was like a really nice car, like a rag top, but it was like pulled up because it was later and so it's cooler, and there's a couple ladies that had been, you know, I could just tell because I heard the voice, but it was like a nice car, Mercedes or whatever it was, like a little nice little beige off-white with the tan, right, like nice. Okay, so it's like, oh, they just had like a nice dinner, probably had some drinks, and I don't know, I hope that everyone's okay. It sounded like they were. There was no other cars involved, luckily, or else they would have had to call the police. So they lucked out and were able to call a tow truck, because the only other automobile involved was the curb, my neighbor's curb, right where she has a giant red and white sign that says something about save our schools, K through 12, whatever. Okay, save our local public schools. But because I told her what happened with my son being found on the highway in front of his school, and he's supposed to be in his class, in kindergarten class, special needs children. There's 3 teachers on 1-to-1 ratio, and anyway, so yeah, we're not going to talk about that, right? So, and she has a special needs child. He's in his 50s now, and she's a single woman she's got a 92-year-old mom that she goes and gets and brings him for visits, and goes and gets him and brings him. Okay, so, and she's doing this by herself. And I think she was pretty passionate about that when I told her, and I saw that sign. I'm like, oh, these schools, there's no saving them. I'm not talking to her. I'm just saying in my own mind. But I felt her heart. I was like, wow, she probably called up the guy, was like, give me the biggest sign you got. I'm going to put it right on the corner, smack dab right there where everyone can see it. Because it's kind of a high traffic, main kind of a street right here. So bless her heart. What a beautiful soul. And, but this accident, so it's like a curb. Okay. This is like the poking out. I'm trying to make a square, okay? There we go. So there's like the corner, okay? But it's a curb, so it's rounded, right? And the car, boom. Okay, and here's the sign right here, red and white, that goes around the whole thing. It's like a soft sign. It's not on a cardboard, so it wraps around. So it makes a U shape on her fence, okay? And this car, boom. So it makes this shape. Okay, and then she goes, because I don't think I heard the crash. What I heard was a woohoo. So she says woohoo. Okay, water, wah, ya, woo, woo. That's why we call the vagina the hoo-ha, because who, the breath of life, Archangel Gabriel, the 2, the who, and then Ha from the heart, the sound the heart makes, we say ha from the heart, okay? Ha, har, heart, ha is the sound. Or you can say he too, but ha, okay? Hawthorne, ha is the heart. And so, who, ha, okay? So, and she said, woo-hoo, woo, like, you, ya, okay, these are all, whatever word for water is a word for God. So, and it was this shape, okay, with the car straight. It wasn't like it was straight to how the curb was, but I mean, it's a rounded curb. So it made a Y, okay? And then what she said, okay? And then the sign being red and white, okay? The spirit and the flesh. So masculine, feminine coming together. Anyway, so some metaphysical stuff that I had to share there. Okay, so when I opened to read, breathe, I opened to, in the booklet, to card 22, because I'm like, oh, 10 more than the card that I'm looking for. And it said replenish. And then when I was reading this card, breathe, it said the word replenish. Okay. And then we have reawaken, okay, because I asked for one more card, because breathe, it was so perfect. And right when I said that too, I'm like, I just want to breathe, because this is what I've been saying about the vistas, and getting that word was coming up, and like a card came up, and then I read it out of the booklet, and vistas, and I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, yeah, I just need big, wide open, expansive views, vistas, so I can breathe. Right when I said breathe, boom. Oh, another thing related to breathe I was getting a few days ago was like, I'm going to maybe get a gas mask to start just walking around, breathe, just to kind of startle people too. You know what I mean? You know, I'll put one on your kids. You might get CPS called on you or something. I love my son. I want us to stay together. So no, just like, I'm going to get some cool t-shirts. I don't know, just, hey, I'm a crazy lady. Yep, that's right. And you're going to see how crazy we all are. Yeah, we won't go into some of that stuff in another video. So when that card Reawaken came out, this was on the bottom. Oh, and this reminds me, that's right. So when I went to go, when I got these cards, and then I grabbed my son a hamburger and fries, and in the place, it was a couple, they felt like twin flames because their energy and the way they had that stare when we looked into each other's eyes, because it was like, I was just already sensing energy, first of all. That I keep getting this light blue color, okay? Like people's eyes, okay? And brother Robin, who has the same colored eyes, and this dude is, okay, this, why isn't it charging? This keeps doing this. Oh, my charger is not, okay, I might have to pull the card separately. So let me just finish this really quick. So he says his name's Robin. I'm like, oh, of course. And then his wife has like the blue, like kind of more Mediterranean blue, but the eye contact that I had with her, and then him, and then he said his name was Robin, and this light blue color keeps coming in, like this Atlantis blue, Lemurian blue, kind of like that blue of the hat box right there. So, and what was on the top? Kindness, number 37. 3 and 7, okay? But in there, in that restaurant, okay, a girl came in and wearing that kind of color pink shirt, and she said her name was Shelly, and I started going instantly, like what we're in a, like this dome is really a shell, the clam shell. Okay, and then later she's like, actually my name, because while I was eating, I was hearing her being interviewed because she was going to get a job there, and she said, well, my name's Sheldon, my whole name's really Sheldon, and I'm like, Dude, that's exactly what I was just channeling, Shell Dome. And so it was just funny how I was channeling that, and then she felt the urge to actually, like, to clarify and say, well, actually it's Shell Done, because they went into, like, the name and her name and stuff. So it's just funny how, yeah, metaphysical energy definitely being exchanged big time, whether people are consciously aware of it or not. So I'm going to figure out how this is going to charge up, and then I'm going to pull some cards individually for the masculine and feminine. This charger is like, yeah, I got my hair all pulled up because it is like, ooh, itchy and falling out, and I got like a little ponytail. It's kind of cool. And when you have coconut oil, you can like make it stick straight out. Well, it's not doing it now, but stick straight up. Like an antenna, you know? Go back Teppy, baby. Yeah, I'm just tired of shedding all over the place, so I just brush my scalp with my copper brush, and then I've been keeping it up like that because it's like my neck is on fire and I don't want anything touching it. No, nothing, nada. All right. I will pull some cards for each one of you collectives. Masculine twin flames and then feminine twin flames. Okay. Love, peace, blessings.